everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for taking a moment out of your days to stop by. Today's video is going to be the January empties. Last year I did like a 3-month span where I would do empties, but that ended up being like really long videos, and I just didn't really like that turnout. So anyways, I decided that this year I would try to do monthly empties if I had 5 or more items. If I had anything less than that, I would probably just do a blog post on my website about the empties. But I do have 5+ items, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Also, my hair is a little messy, yes I know, and I am definitely not wearing one of my normal shirts. And actually my PJ shirt, which is kind of like, you may be thinking why. I normally change into something else if I've been home all day, which ended up being the case today. Home all day, it's really cold outside. For work, we ended up having to just stay home and work from home. At least a lot of us did. Anyways, so that's why I'm in this. I really didn't want to get, I really just didn't feel like taking off my PJ shirt and putting something on different for this video. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, some of these items are items that I worked through from last year, by the way, like December. So yeah, let's go. First item is from Bath & Body Works. It is the Winter Candy Apple Super Soft Body Butter. This is what it looked like, and I think this actually is not last year's Winter Candy Apple version. This was 2017's. I know this because last year they also did the semi-annual sale, and the packaging for this was different. But anyways, this is what it was. The inside, I'm basically pretty much done with it. I've got a few little scraps, but it's not really worth it. The scent can be overpowering. Anyways, the scent can be overpowering, especially if you're doing full body for this, and it didn't really feel very moisturizing towards the end. Like by the end of the day, I was kind of still noticing that my skin looked dry. It didn't really look moisturized. So this is more kind of like, I don't know, an overall body one when you want to stay at home and not really go anywhere. I would suggest using this. It definitely lasts a while. That's a perk to this. It lasts a while. I used this for a couple of months. So yeah. Next up is another body lotion, and this is from Le Sentan, which is how I'm just going to keep saying it. And it is their Ultra Rich Body Cream, the 25% shea butter. By the way, I loved this packaging for it. It was holiday packaging, and I loved it, and I used it up. I used it up, and this one felt so moisturizing. By the end of the day, even up into the morning of the next day, I really felt like my body was moisturized. It didn't feel itchy. It didn't feel like I was seeing dry patches. I just really like this. And I think that's also because I like the hand cream that goes to this. And so it wasn't until this year that I discovered they had this. And I was like, oh my goodness, is this new? And the lady just looks at me and was like, no, we've had that for a while. And I'm like, oh, I guess I just didn't really notice because I've never seen packaging that inspires. Anyway, I really like this. It didn't last as long as the Winter Candy one though, and I don't know if it's because it was different. Yeah, this is 10 ounces and this is 6.9 ounces. So this one didn't last as long, but it felt so good on the skin. It was definitely pricey. I don't remember the price of this one. I just know that it was definitely above $20. I would repurchase this though because I think it's worth the price, to be honest. Alright, next up here is a soap from Mary Kay. It's an Into the Garden soap. I just have the packaging here. These soaps last a really long time. Like, we got this for Christmas, not this year, but so in 2017. And I was like, oh cool, we're going to be able to use these as the hand soaps. And it just lasts a really long time as a hand soap. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be just hand soap or if it's also supposed to be body. But we use it as hand soap and it lasts a really long time. We got a 3-pack. we have already used up 2 of these. Still holding on to the other one because I have a couple of other soap bars that I want to get through. But it smells good, like the first time it's out of the packaging, but the smell kind of dwindles as you go on. But yeah, lasts a long time if you want to use it as hand soap. Next up, I have some more, oh yeah, face moisturizers. This is from Fresh. It's the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. And this is just like a little sample one that I received in a Sephora. I don't think it was a rewards, no, yes, it was rewards. Anyways, Sephora, I like it. I wasn't too, like, the rose smell isn't bad. It's not completely overpowering, but I don't think that that one really moisturized as well as I was hoping it would. But yeah, the rose smells mainly like the rose face mask, which I don't mind having that on my face. So yeah, I don't know if I would repurchase. I need to test it out a little bit more and see if I would. But it was alright. I didn't mind it. It wasn't terrible. Like, I mean, I think I'm getting to a point where I'm realizing that my nose just has a different, I don't know if texture is the right word, but it's definitely drier than the rest of my face. And so that moisturized my nose, but I could definitely tell that sometimes it was peeling. Even with the one that I'm currently using, I can see peeling on my nose a little bit, which is unfortunate. But I honestly at this point don't think that it's something that it's a moisturizing issue. I just think that it's the way my nose is, and I just haven't found the right products to really go really in depth to really like moisturize it, is what I'm trying to say. Next is from Youth to the People. It's the Kale and Spinach Green Tea Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. This is pretty much empty. I know that you can kind of, ooh, there's a hair in there. You can kind of see that I still have a little bit, but it's just not enough to really put it all over. So I didn't mind the smell of this one. I felt like this one was a little strong sometimes smell-wise, but it did moisturize the face as well. So I think I would have to have the bigger size version or a deluxe size to really kind of see if I like how it moisturizes really. Alright, next up, oh, this one, I had been working on this one for a really long time. It is the Leos, okay, I'm just going to say Leos. The Relaxing Pillow Mist, and I don't think that this has a scent. No, it just says Relaxing Pillow Mist for home. This is what it looks like. This is pricey, and I did not end up liking the smell of it when I used it, and then I just didn't have time to return it, and plus I had already sprayed a few times, so I don't think that they would have accepted a return. But this took forever to use up, and I think that's mainly because since I didn't really like the smell, I wasn't really keen on spraying my pillows with a mist every day. I have a couple pillow mists, and I don't even spray those on my pillows every day. I save them for like whenever I feel like it type of things. But this took a while. I don't know, the smell just didn't really appeal to me, so I don't think I would repurchase that one. Next up is from Tarte. It's the Maracuja oil that I never thought I would be able to finish, but I did, and that's because I know you're supposed to use it for your face and neck. For whatever reason, the smell of it just didn't really appeal to my face. Like, I didn't really like the smell of it, so I started to use it on my body. Like, I mixed it with the body lotion that I'm using to kind of give it a more moisturizing feel to it, because whenever I put it on my face, I did feel like it would moisturize better, and that was like adding this with some of my foundations to make them appear dewier and stuff like that. But I just decided to use it with my body lotion, and I ended up using it all up. So don't think I'd repurchase that either. Okay, next up is from the Creme Shop. It's the Double Cleanse 2-in-1 Facial Foam. It's a daily cleanser and a makeup remover, brightening. This is what it looks like. As you can tell, it's pretty much used up. I used it in the shower. I didn't really use it as like a nighttime cleanser. I used it more as days when I shower, and it lasted a while despite its size. It's not a small size, it's not medium size, it's just a good size. It lasted a while. I don't think I would repurchase, and I know that's a couple products that I'm not repurchasing, but I just didn't feel like it really cleansed as well as it should have. There was one day where I was kind of messing around with my makeup and I was testing out the foundations I had, and I just hopped in the shower, kind of used this to really remove my makeup and also cleanse my face, because that's what it says to do. And then afterwards it kind of felt like I still had foundation on my face, so I don't think it's really good at the whole makeup removing part. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this. The pro to this though is that it kind of feels like the First Aid Beauty cleanser, but it doesn't have that really soapy smell to it, and I appreciated that from this one, that it felt like it, but it didn't have that smell that just made me feel like, oh my goodness, I'm putting on like a layer of film on my face. I have a couple more products here. I used a bath bomb. Actually, I used a few bath bombs this month, but I forgot to keep the little packaging. Anyway, it's from Bath & Body Works, and it's the Me Time Luscious Embrace Scented Bath Bomb. This was the packaging for it. I've had that one for a while, and I just decided to kind of go ahead and use it up. And so that's what I did. It was nice, relaxing. I think that this ended up like a deep blue color in the bath, and it didn't stain. I will point that out. It did not stain the bathtub, so I don't even know if those are available anymore from Bath & Body. I think those have been either discontinued or they're just not something that they sell anymore. So, and then lastly, I have some face masks. I've kind of been doing this thing, or I want to start doing something new here in 2019, which is to have out a set of bath bombs and a set of face masks that I want to use during the month, and kind of have a set number of them that I want to use up. And so that's what I tried doing this month, and I feel like it worked out pretty well. So yeah. The first one is from Sephora. Actually, they're all Sephora brands, but it's the hand mask. I did not use this one. My husband did, because he just has eczema on his hands, so he really needs something that's moisturizing and nourishing. So he used it up. He likes it. He would probably want me to repurchase those again, so I will repurchase. Next up is the face mask, the pineapple face mask that I used up. This one was alright. I feel like the scent was really strong for this one, so I don't know if I would repurchase, because I'm not big into like those really heavily scented fruit type of products. So I don't know if I would repurchase this one. But oddly enough, the pineapple nose mask didn't give me any issues. I thought that it was going to be heavily scented as well, but it actually wasn't. And it had that light pineapple smell, and it fit well on my nose. I thought that it was going to be, like, my nose would be too small for it, but no, it fit really well. It didn't slide off at all. And it didn't have that really strong pineapple scent, which I loved. So I think I would repurchase this in the future. It's the Pore Perfecting and Smoothing Nose Mask. They also have a charcoal one, which this packaging suggests using the charcoal one first and then using this one right after. But I don't have a charcoal one, I don't think. And the charcoal ones are a bit painful to pull out once you're done with them. So I don't think that I would use both of them together. But anyways, those are all of my empties for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.